Hello there, Scorpio. It's time for a weekly reading. I'm Michelle B. We're looking at the week of May 3rd through the 10th of 2021. These are general messages. So if you resonate with the messages that I'm presenting at any time outside of that week, then there's still messages that were meant for you. Make sure and stay tuned to the end of the reading. I'm doing something new. I'm sending you affirmative blessings that will go along with the reading that I'm creating here. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. While I'm shuffling, I'll mention that in the description box below this video, there'll be more information, donation information, link to my Instagram, other kinds of ramblings that I might have, ideas that I'm been spinning around this week, because I want to kind of keep it to one set of readings this week because I got lots of stuff going on. Anyway, Scorpio vibes. Let's find out what you need to know. Okay. We had 4 cards that came out, and it's not a Scorpio reading if we don't have that 3 of Swords, right? Some bickering, some dissatisfaction, and then some inferiority complex. It's like, oh goodness, life, right? And feeling like you should make yourself wait. Pick one, Scorpio. What are you choosing? Okay, leaning toward that 3 of Swords. That's where I'm going to start first, and we'll see if the 5 and 7 of Wands are going to be coming out. It's like, I feel like, just talking real quick about the Hanged Man and the 7 of Wands, it's like there's a little bit of an inferiority complex, like I said, and that's what's preventing you from taking action forward in something that's really meaningful to you. But let's see how everything kind of comes together. So this 3 of Swords has to do with the feeling of heartbreak, betrayal. These are the general vibes that go with it. But essentially, it's like you get stabbed once by an action that someone takes that hurts you emotionally, right? Somebody else did this to me. That's what this guy is saying down here on the ground, right? They did that to me. I was so sad that I had to go through that. So, okay, the thing that they did happens. That's the first sword. The second sword is, I can't believe they did that to me. That hurts again, right? Every time you think about it, I can't believe they did that to me. It's another stab. So it's like the first thing that somebody does to you, it happened. It's not cool, right? Every time that you go over it in your head and dwell on it, you're stabbing yourself. You're dwelling on it. I did see a quote today in my research I was doing, my self-study. I saw a quote that said, forgetting about someone who did you wrong is a gift to them. Forgiving them is a gift to you, okay? So the first thing that you can do, you don't even have to forgive them for what they did to you. But the first thing you need to do is stop hurting yourself over and over and over again, thinking about what they did. Because every time you think about it, it's like this, people have argued with me that it's not true, that this isn't what's actually happening, but I've experienced this myself, and so I feel like it's true for me, therefore, it's got to be true for somebody else besides me. It's that it's almost addictive because the self-pity that I get from it, it's like it releases some kind of chemical in my brain that my brain likes, in a sick kind of way. So every time I think about something that somebody did, I feel angry, and I feel sorry for myself. And then that gives me comfort. That gives me dopamine. Maybe there's a squirt of oxytocin. I don't know exactly. Psychologists that study biochemistry could tell me exactly which chemicals are coming out. If you're watching this and you know which chemicals are coming out when you're feeling anger and self-pity over betrayal, please let me know. Let me know whether or not it is actually physically addictive, the same way that dopamine hits are when you see that you've got new messages, right? You see that you got new messages on your phone and you're like, huh? You get like this happy rush. I feel like it's a little bit different, but it's still addictive. Excuse my hiccups, I've been drinking tea. It's still like physically addictive to have that feeling of remembering the pain. So that's what this card indicates for me when I see it. It's like it's not only the first trauma, but you're repeatedly inflicting the trauma on yourself again and again and again because it makes you feel better in a weird way. But it's like not actually good because you're staying in the vibration of self-pity. That means you're attracting more trauma. You're attracting more of it to come to you. But if you can work on healing, forgetting, and eventually forgiveness, you will attract much healthier people to be around. As long as everybody you're looking at, excuse my itchy nose, as long as everybody that you're looking at could potentially hurt you because of what you experienced before, you're always going to have to be on guard. You're always going to be a little bit in hell. So there is a little bit of a vibe of self-defense in that Seven of Wands card, but I'm going to scoot this guy aside, and I'm going to start talking about this Five of Wands energy. It's like bickering and arguing, and I think it's like we want Scorpio to be in a vibration of peace, security, and safety. Peace in not attracting people to argue with, right? But I think let's start with talking about Denise Duffield Thomas's series of books, the Lucky Bitch series, how she brings luck into her life. She has a list of things that you do in order to attract, in order to attract good vibes, good luck, right? These are your 10 lucky bitch commandments, according to Denise Duffield Thomas. Number 1, she thinks is the first most important thing that you can do to attract good luck. And that includes the influences that you have in your life. Number 1 is forgiveness. Okay? Then she follows it up with getting over yourself because you're not going to make everybody happy, being grateful for what you do have already, treating yourself really well, loving your physical body. So getting over yourself is also goes along with some people will think that you suck, and that's okay. Good is good enough. Don't be a perfectionist. Create your own karma by doing good things for other people whenever you can, in like a balanced way, of course. Practicing your manifestation skills, right? Every time you have a chance to just like think, I would like it if this happened, do it, right? Practice over and over again. And knowing that luck is an inside game. Just being aware that you're the one that's creating your own luck by doing little things to increase your value in the world. Okay. Now, forgiveness. Forgiveness. If we can forgive, like starting with our parents. I'm a parent. I'm not perfect. I screwed up lots of times. It's not my job to my kids will need to forgive me in their own minds. I can't make them forgive me, right? For all the mistakes that I've made. For you, regarding your parents and the mistakes that they made with you, you have to forgive them, even if they passed away, even if you can never talk to them again. In your mind, even if you don't say it out loud, in your mind, you have to be like, I forgive you. You have to forgive yourself for anything coming from your childhood going forward. Forgiving yourself for anything that you're uncomfortable with that you did. And throughout the course of your life, remembering, I would keep a journal about it. And this isn't about dwelling about everything that everyone has ever done wrong to you in the past, right? This is about going through and making space, creating a positive vacuum in the space of all the negative energy. So like you're digging down into the weeds and you're finding the most noxious ones and pulling them out one by one and making space to stick in a good crop that's going to make your life better. So yeah, going through and being like, okay, this is one thing that's bothering me. It's time to forgive it, because harboring the resentment about this thing, harboring the hurt, harboring the self-pity about what happened to me is not like, look at what it's attracting. It's attracting me not feeling like I'm good enough. It's attracting me feeling like everything's stagnant in my life. It's attracting this like bickering, confusing energy. It's not good. So I got to get rid of it. I'm ready for this. And so you just sit down, you're like, I'm ready to forgive this thing. I forgive you. Forgive the person. Forgive the situation. I'm so sorry about what happened to you that made you behave that way. I'm so sorry to me that I experienced that. I love me for who I am. And I love the other person for the human that they are. Even if I never want to talk to them again, that's okay. Still, I forgive them for who they are, the fragile human that they are. I love them. I forgive them. I'm sorry that they went through what they went through to make them make the decisions that they made. And release that. Release it. Release the whole situation and allow it to disappear from your mind. It may take a few tries. If it was a particularly traumatic event that happened to you, it may take a few tries. But the number one thing to improve your influences, even if they're not attached to the thing that happened, is to forgive what happened in the past. That's what the tarot wants you to know. Okay? Blessings. Blessings for you, Scorpio. I am safe. Scorpio, I am safe. Let's go down, 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 down to your root. Down to your root. I am safe. I am whole. I am complete. Moving on up to the sacral chakra. I am safe. I am whole. I am complete. Oh, feels so good. Feels so safe. I'm a really lucky person. No matter what happened to me in the past, now I'm holding my hands over my solar plexus. And I'm feeling that grounded, passionate, fiery energy coming up, rising up within me. Just really feeling my torso here. Oh yeah, it feels really good. It feels really relaxed. It feels energetic. It feels really, really good. What a lovely blessing. I am at peace. No matter what happened before, I'm okay now. I'm beautiful now. I'm at peace now. I love myself right now. Into my heart. I love myself right now. I love myself right now. I love myself right now. Up into my head. Through my throat. And into my head. And out the top. I love myself right now. I love myself right now. I love myself right now. Breathe it out. Thank you so much for being with me this week, Scorpio. Blessings to you. Love you. I'll see you next time.